He's going first, not me.
So you follow down into the basement, and you end up in a swimming pool. So like a kind of a big swimming pool in the basement.
Oh, we might have gone down
And
for a second.
Halfway across the swimming pool, water is parted.
Wait. We're back.
Hold on.
We went down for a second. Alright, let's go again.
Yeah?
Yeah, it went down for like
Okay.
1 second. But we would have missed what you were saying, so. Carry on.
So you guys head down into this basement. So you follow the spiral staircase down into this basement. It starts to get a little bit. You can start to feel moisture in the air, and as you kind of open out, you can see there's a load of people standing around in awe. And there's this huge swimming pool, which is obviously part of the apartment or whatever. And the water is literally parted down the center of the swimming pool.
Holy. We need to speak to this
clearly
one.
it's some sort of illusion or trick, but
Aye.
it's very well done.
I don't. This can't be real.
Are you okay, Thomas?
I think I need to sit down for a second.
Go back upstairs. Let's find somewhere to sit down, preferably away from these.
These
sorts
are
of things.
miracles, which, well, some believe they happen, but I see them before me now.
So as you get to the top of the stairs, Michael kind of is strolling over towards you. There you are. Mr. Oakwood has made some time to see you now. If you care to follow me to a quieter part of the gallery, he's eager to meet you.
Of course. And thank you to Shades of Kin for following. Welcome to Avenge My Friend. You're a gentleman and scholar. Welcome back, Flaming Killer. So yeah, we follow.
He kind of leads you to the quieter part of the gallery where Mr. Oakwood's talking to this woman. And then he kind of politely coughs, and the guy turns around and goes, friends, good, you were able to join us. Before she leaves us, may I introduce the patron of the arts for tonight, Melissa.
I look at her. What's she look like?
She looks very young, like sort of 21, 22, but she's almost got this awe of someone maybe a little bit older. So maybe she's had
Her
maybe or something
presence.
like that. So she's kind of, you can't tell, but if it was done, it was well done, But she's kind of got this air that she's either very experienced in life or she's had a lot of plastic surgery.
Or she's got a painting up in the loft that's gradually getting older and older.
Possibly, yeah.
Dorian
But
Gray.
She's very, very attractive. So her attractiveness is 5 basically in the scale of.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've sworn a vow of celibacy, so I'm not attracted to women. But
I've got a slight scowl to my face as I'm looking at her. So
she comes over and then introduces herself to your character first. Well, she says, "Oh, delighted, Father. My name is Melissa."
Nice to meet you, Melissa. I've been admiring your works with, well, something of a concerned eye, I should say.
Yes, we probably share an interest. Perhaps my way of expressing my interest is different than yours, but I'm sure we both share a love of religion and the fiction behind the history.
Well, I'm not quite so certain about that fiction there, but
She kind of almost ignoring you at that point. And she sort of turns to your Amber. She's, "My dear, what happened to your nose?"
I had a fall.
Oh dear.
It'll heal. It's fine. But I have to admit,
Wait. I have something that can help you with that. And she kind of reaches into her purse, and then she palms you something basically as she excuses herself.
Okay, can I have a quick look to see what she gave me?
It's a business card for a plastic surgeon.
Oh, brilliant! Fantastic.
Miss Melissa, if I were interested in your works, where could I contact you?
Oh, here at the gallery. It's a gallery during the day. Let me I'll get a card to Michael. I'm sure he'll provide you. Oh, actually, there'll be pamphlets at the door, I believe. Grab a pamphlet on your way out the door.
Right. Thanks. I let her go. I turn to Mr. Oakwood. What does he look like?
He's wearing a very expensive looking but very old styled suit.
Right.
He's
like
probably
Michael.
in his kind of late 50s, maybe early 60s. So he's got like a nice handkerchief tucked into the pocket.
Classy.
he's wearing like a tie, and the tie seems to have. You don't know the significance of it, but it looks like a military tie of some description. So maybe he was military at some point.
Okay.
And he's got an air about him. There is almost like a presence that you're in his. You know, you can tell you're in his presence.
Yeah.
And he's like very, you know, someone who's possibly very charismatic, and he certainly puts across this air of confidence.
I say, a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Oakwood. We've heard a lot about you, and read some in the papers
yes.
too.
Well, Father, always a pleasure to meet one of the faith. I have the greatest respect for your profession. Your well, profession's the wrong word. Your
Calling.
calling. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. Your
Well,
calling.
you have. I've noticed you've been incredibly generous in your donations towards the church. Might I ask why that is? Are you a man of faith yourself?
Yes, I am actually. And one does what one can. I have been very fortunate in my life. I've made a series of good investments, and I feel that Detroit is in need of my help now.
Right.
So,
Yeah, you felt the need to take my card to force me to have an audience with you.
That is true. We are a little bit upset with you.
He looks genuinely puzzled at this.
Michael said that, well, he had
And
organised.
you see Michael sort of coughing, goes, sorry about that, sir. Apparently there was an outstanding debt on Miss Wood's car. However, I have taken the liberty of clearing that debt on Miss Wood's car, along with all of her other outstanding debts.
Excuse me, what?
That's very generous of you.
And he sort of said, that's perfectly acceptable.
Can somebody please explain what's going on?
Thank you to Generous Competition for following.
Come over here. Have a seat. Let's have a chat, shall we?
Yeah, let's do that.
And he kind of sit down at the, like, sort of, there's like a sort of fine mahogany bench that's on the ground. He goes, I have come to the conclusion that there is a slim possibility that someone is attempting to target myself through the benefactors of my donations. Now, I don't know what their end goal of this would be. Perhaps they seek to destabilize my investments or to detract my attention from my investments. There is a number of complex financial issues going on at the moment in the city.
Indeed,
and I do have a number of rivals.
Right.
And I am very concerned that someone might be targeting people that I have donated to. Now, there is only one church remaining that I have made a specific personal donation to, where I have actually met the father concerned. While I've made a number of donations towards the various charities throughout Detroit, there is a few that I have personal connections to, where I've actually seen the outreach work that the priests have done themselves,
Right.
and become more personally involved. Now, the killings so far have been priests that I personally, devoted some time into helping out where I could. And there is one last church or priest that I believe may be targeted if this is indeed the case. So I would like to...
Well, please tell us his name. You should surely contact the police if you believe that's the case.
Possibly, but I think the police may... They're so easily distracted these days with all of the comings and goings in the city. All it would take would be for... If this was one of my rivals, let's just assume it was.
Right.
To cause a distraction elsewhere, a police shooting, a bank robbery, or anything like that, that may distract the police away from the intended target.
You're talking about some high-level conspiracy here. Do you really think you've got someone, this hateful of you to do that?
I hope I've got it wrong, and that this is just some genuine sick individual who is killing priests.
A psychopath, right, yeah.
Possibly, yes. But I would like to enhance the investigation hire contract that you have already got with the clergy, to have you ensure the safety of this Father Rory Caverick, I believe. is the
Rory
remaining-
Caverick.
And you vaguely have heard of him, Phil. It's not someone you've met, but you
Rings a bell.
it rings a bell. You know he's a member of it. You know he's a Catholic priest.
Yeah.
But not from an area that you
Different districts, yeah.
And he goes, and I believe he is holding a midnight mass tonight, and that may well be when the
Right. Well, it's getting late. We ought to
So
head
what's
off.
the time?
it's about 11:15 at the moment.
Do you think you could get Michael to drive us there? Our car has been misplaced. I look pointedly at Michael.
He goes, yes, of course. You're right. Time is of the essence. The killer could strike tonight. We will discuss the arrangements of your reward subsequent to your
Don't worry about a
further
reward.
investigation. But perhaps you're right. Michael will come with you and assist as required. He is ex-military, and he knows how
Are you
to-
yourself, by the way, Mr. Oakwood? I see that tie there looks military.
Yes. We can discuss that more another time. I'm conscious that I could bore you with my war stories for
No,
hours.
it's funny actually. I was just speaking to a friend of mine earlier who was talking about Nam, and I have a question. Did you serve yourself? Sorry, just a quick one.
Oh no, sorry. And by the way, so you might not have answered this. The guy's got a British accent.
Ah, okay.
Right.
So it's a British military tie he's wearing, not a American one.
Got it. Okay, in that case, I probably wouldn't.
For ties, I think they just have like badges and crap.
Yeah. In that case, I probably wouldn't ask the question.
I'll address him as well. Is there anything else you can tell us before we go? Anything that you might think is important?
No, sorry.
Okay.
A list of your enemies would be good to know.
Oh, let's see that the father is safe, and then bring the father back here. That's maybe best. Yes, or speak to Michael. I'll arrange somewhere safe for the father to stay.
I think we ought to get the police involved in this, don't you?
Police are few and far between. Where are we going to find police?
Well, I believe a
think
police.
time is of the essence. If it turns out you need the police, then Michael will arrange for the police to be called. I have some connections in the police force, and I might be able to expedite a response if required.
All right then. Well, thank you, Father. Thank you, Mr. Oakwood, for the assistance.
Let's cut to the chase a little bit then.
Yeah.
So Michael whisks you guys to the church.
Yes.
Yep.
I've forgotten his
You
name.
can hear.
Father something.
Sorry?
What's the father's name again? Father
Father Caverick.
Caverick.
Father Caverick. Yeah.
Cool.
So I might overrun by 10 minutes. Will,
It's
but
all
I'll
good.
try to do a point, but obviously you guys are doing.
Yeah, no,
lines
I'm enjoying
after.
this. Yeah.
Right. So, you guys, literally, as you get towards the church, Michael basically, the car kind of pulled. You're clearly driving quite fast. Although you do have time to admire his dongle collection while you're in the back of the car.
Of course.
Oh, for goodness sake! Oh.
And then the car pulls up outside of the church, and you see basically Michael opens up the boot and he pulls out a shotgun and then he hands each of you an armored vest.
Oh my god.
And he says,
Suit up
"Better
and
to be
boot up.
safe than sorry."
I suppose so. Right.
Put it this way, Father, your faith can protect your spirit. This can protect you from bullets.
All right. I won't have a weapon though.
I'll protect you. It's fine.
Yeah. I believe in not shooting people.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Michael kind of puts his the shotgun's it's like a compact shotgun, so he he puts it into his jacket so it's not seen. Should we go in?
I guess so.
And make a perception alertness roll, please.
Okay.
Perception alertness.
And thank you to Sharpen for following. Welcome to the adventure, my friend. You're a gentleman and a scholar. Perception alertness is 4 successes. Fuck yeah.
Oh, come on.
There we go.
You had to beat me, didn't you?
Yeah. So Will, you notice that Michael puts his hand towards his left ear, and you hear him mutter, "Raven incoming on site."
Okay. I just look
Don't
nervously
worry.
at him.
That's fine. That's good.
Okay.
And as you start to get closer to the church, you can hear singing from inside.
Like church singing, yeah?
Yeah, church singing hymns.
Hey, and thank you to Ravenous for subscribing. Thanks for the 2 months, my friend. I appreciate that.
So you open the doors to the church, and you kind of quietly shuffle in, and the church is rammed. This is in a slightly sort of middle class neighborhood, but obviously there's a lot of people praying for hope in Detroit at the moment. So there's probably about 100 people in here tonight.
Yeah.
And you spot about halfway down the way in. You spot like a bench where you can all sit together. So you kind of head for that bit, and you can see that at the moment there's like a choir. It's like an adult choir at the moment because of the time, and they're singing various hymns. And the priest is kind of like a middle-aged priest. He's got like a black beard, and he seems to be holding the crowd quite well. But he's singing along to the hymn book, and everyone else is standing up, and they've got their little hymn book in front of them, and they're all singing along, and it's a very spiritual and uprising moment.
Along with Aaron Law. Welcome, Aaron Law, to the adventure. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Yeah. So you guys basically get there, and then everyone the hymn finishes, and everyone sits down, and the priest starts a sermon about the need to, while we all may suffer, and while we may feel that we are in a dark place, we must also think of the needs of the many before ourselves. It is better to give than to receive. And there are many people worse off than ourselves in this city. And your donations can help us fund an outreach program in some of the poorer neighborhoods.
I want to scan the net. I want to.
Who have one meal a day, if that.
I want to kind of scan the crowd. Can we check for addicts, guys who look like they could be armed? Just I'm not really paying attention to the sermon so much as I am just kind of like people who could attack the father.
Yeah, so you start scanning around, and these people just look like normal, kind of everyday people who are out for, midnight mass. And then, as you turn back round towards the door, unbeknownst to you, you see that there's this guy, quite wiry looking actually, and kind of youngish, who's walked in the same way you have, except he walks in, and then he looks around a little bit, and he sees like a bar, like a plank next to the door, and he reaches down beside him and he takes the plank and he puts it in the door, blocking the door.
I start making my way towards him.
Nope.
Now we're going to roll initiative.
That's bad.
So initiative is Dex plus Wits. So in most cases, I think I've created an initiative one for you. It will say, so if you look in your notes, it will say initiative equals Dex plus other and a number.
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
So if you roll that, it should be pre-configured for you.
Dex plus other 7. So that is 1 success.
I got 5.
Damn, you're going quick. Gotta go fast. Gotta catch them all.
I'm not chuffed with that.
Yeah.
Like this guy goes on 11.
What?
I always find church shit.
Shoot me when I'm down, thanks.
I always find church shit really creepy. So this is great.
So this guy turns around basically, and he strolls forward, and he takes his hand, and he grabs the person in the back row and literally rips their jugular out, and blood just sprays everywhere. And then he turns to the next person, and you see he's got these massive claws coming out of his hand, and he reaches all the way across to the next aisle basically. He's not particularly big. He just kind of reaches across and grabs this kid out of the aisle and smashes this kid against the wall. And you see this kid's body just crumple against the wall and slide down the wall. And then he turns and everyone's kind of stopped. The priest's and he just turns to the points of the priest and goes, "You're next." And he starts strolling towards the priest.
Stop that man! Screaming starts. Michael.
Next up, it's you, Rachel.
Okay, how far away am I from him? Can I actually fire something at him?
Yeah, you can easily shoot him, yeah.
All rationality.
Yeah, so roll Dex plus firearms.
Shots fired in the church. Bang, bang. This time Nick didn't kill a kid. Yeah, true.
Thanks.
Redemption.
So
Not yet, no.
You might botch the roll and then...
No, I won't. 4 successes. Look at that.
Right, so 3 carry forward onto the damage. So
Nice.
I believe I've configured revolver damage for you is 6 dice. So you're rolling 9 dice, but if you roll other 6 and then add the 3.
3 to full mod. Yeah.
It's fucking savage.
5.
So this guy literally has claws.
5 successes. So that's that takes the guy straight down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he gets to make a soak roll.
Does this dude literally have claws?
Yes.
They're
Now,
not like gloves.
humans can't soak lethal damage unless they're wearing armor. This guy's making a soak roll. So he's making
prepared.
a 10 soak roll. Oh, so he soaks 1, 2, 3 of your hits. So he takes 2 points of damage. So he's on hit at the moment. So he roars in pain as your bullet slams into him.
Good.
Will, what does your character want to do?
I
Just so you know, by the way, Michael's not acting this round. He's busy. He's kind of busy getting his shotgun out of it. He's trying to get an angle to shoot from with his shotgun, given it's going to spray a little bit. So he's kind of maneuvering himself around to try and he's trying to maneuver himself around, maybe to get behind whatever it is.
My focus is women and children, and getting people away from this murderer, as well as the father. I guess the father, really. I'm gonna run to grab the father and just try and rush him out up to. I imagine there's like an upper area where he lives, or like a side chapel. Just try and run him out the door.
Yeah, there's two like side doors that clearly lead to the back areas. So you start running up the.
I just grab the father. Father, come with me.
You get to the father, and you're gonna have to. You kind of have to persuade him to go with you. So.
Yeah, I gotta say, he's after you. He wants to kill you, not the others. Okay, we've gotta go.
Yeah. So manipulation versus manipulation plus intimidation.
Yeah.
But difficulty is only 5 because of the circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, dude wants to run. I guess it's 1 success.
Yeah. So you basically start to. He's a little bit shaken at first. You're like, no, my congregation. We must help them.
No time, Father.
You start pushing him towards the back doors.
Come on! And I push him down to the back doors to try and get him out of here. But
Yeah.
all the while, I'm gonna dial the
Mitchell,
police.
Mitchell, out of the corner of your eye, as you start to see kind of Michael moving over to try and get an angle on this guy, you see Michael up towards his ear again, and he's whispering something into the into like a mic in his collar. Make a perception alertness roll.
Perception alertness coming up.
Not feeling good about this, Michael.
2.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Is it
So
enough,
you
though?
hear him going, target on sight, engage.
Right. Got the person we're after then.
Well, yeah, it's got fucking claw.
Next round, it's this guy. So this guy basically, so he's got you see that like the side of his t-shirt, but he's just literally wearing a t-shirt and jeans. And there's this bullet mark where your bullets
Yeah,
went
he
into his
should be
shoulder.
dead.
And basically, he grabs one of the like a woman from the aisle. He grabs her up and sticks his mouth into her neck and starts drinking her blood.
Oh!
Heal in front of your eyes.
Oh
And
no, that's not
he drops this lifeless husk and starts strolling further forward.
Oh.
Nix, you're there.
Okay, can I actually try and fire right at his head? Can I actually do specific like damage to a particular part of his body? Is that allowed in the
You
system?
can make it a shot, yeah. I don't know to specifically what the target would be, but let's say difficulty 8 for a headshot. If you make it, we'll give you 3 extra damage dice.
Okay. 1 success.
Is a hit still, so you hit the head.
Awesome.
So no successes carry through, but you've got the 3 extra damage dice from hitting in the head. So you've got 9 dice. So 3 plus your damage pool against difficulty 6.
Oh my god, this guy's fucking savage. What the fuck is this guy?
And he soaks.
Oh,
One comes off. He only soaks 1 of them. So you've done
Nice.
5.
oh awesome, brilliant.
So you've
Sweet.
taken him straight to.
7. If it was 10.
Uh,
Something like 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's at mold. Because he healed the other ones.
Oh, of course, yes.
Ah,
He's at mold. See, if you'd have spent a willpower point, you'd have him at tripled.
I'm still learning the system.
we're doing good.
Will, like you're pushing this.
Yeah. We
this,
gotta go, Favre, quick.
You get to the door and you find it's locked.
Of course it is.
The key, Favre. Where's the key? You must have the key on you.
It shouldn't be locked. I never locked it. It just leads to my private quarters. Someone's locked it.
Do you have a car? Where's your car?
At the front. Where? Oh, look!
Don't look, Favre.
You turn around and you see this thing's just like finished draining the blood off this woman and dropping her body.
Okay, Favre. Is there a way out?
Let's have a courage roll from everyone, please.
I'm gonna say, Favre, is there a way out of here?
Courage rolls first.
Where's my courage?
Oh, God.
It's
okay.
middle right.
Yeah,
yours
3.
is 4, I think. Well, so that'll be 4 dice.
Oh, I think mine's 3 actually. Yeah.
9.
11.
Oh, so yeah. So Will, you got none because you're basically looking for 6s, and Nix, you got none either.
Fuck.
So you're basically both scared and panicked from this creature. However, you can spend a willpower point to ignore that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, let's
spend
do
my willpower
that.
point.
Cross over a temporary willpower point. Remember, by the way, when you spend willpower points, don't take away the black dots like
Oh.
Will just did.
Okay, I actually have 2 then, because I spent one earlier.
The ones below it, the empty boxes
Yeah.
below it. Yeah.
Got it. That makes
Because
sense.
that's your permanent
That's
willpower.
permanent, yeah.
You
Makes
can
sense.
burn that if you really need like life or death stuff. You can burn those points, but the other ones are like temporary.
All right, so
Right.
I'm like, Favre, there
So,
must be
yeah.
a way out. Panicking.
Try the other door. The other door. And
Okay.
you kind of rush over towards the other door.
Try the handle.
Yeah. You try the handle. We'll tell you what happens next round.
All right. I'm gonna
Um,
take a quick bar break. Be right back.
Yeah. So this thing's now advancing along the center of the corridor towards you.
Okay.
It's point blank range now. What it kind of it turns to you basically, and it looks between you and Michael because you're kind of quite close together, and it just turns around and it smashes Michael basically with its claws, and you
Oh
see
God,
these
what?
you see these huge raking claw marks across Michael's chest, and he gets thrown into the crowd of people who are all panicking now, and they're all like rushing towards the side walls. There's not very many of them that are in reach of this creature. Your go.
Okay. Can I shoot at his heart? Does it literally look like he's wearing armor?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot for his heart then. Please, please, please. 3 successes.
So that would 2 would carry forward.
Okay. 3 again.
So he rolls soak.
Please. Fail.
He gets 2, so he only takes 1. So he's now on crippled -5.
Oh, good. That
Okay.
sounds. I just came in. That sounded good.
Eventually,
It could have been
Hey, G.
better.
in a point blank range basically, and he's down to crippled now. So he's staggered. He's basically staggers back from you, and almost it drops to his knees a little bit.
Good.
Nice. That's good. That's good.
Will, you get to this other door and you start rattling on it. This door, this door's unlocked, and you pull it open and you realize someone's chained the door from the other side. So it opens like about a foot, and then you can see there's like chains on the inside of the door.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Language, father.
How did well, that's me. How did they not notice that? I'm gonna. Oh god. Can
And the other father's like, that wasn't there. I was only in there an hour ago. What's going on?
I don't know, Favre, but it's not good news. I think I need to try and get out of here one way or another. Favre, is there any weapon around here where you could use to try and break these chains?
No, but there's a trap door underneath the lectern. Leads down to the cellar. Here, help me move the lectern.
Okay. I'm like panicking, so rational father would be like, this is probably a bad idea, but irrational panicking kind of father is thinking like, yeah, just do this thing he's saying. So I'm opening up the door.
Do anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's what you do when you panic. It's like, yeah, sure, great, yeah. You know?
And then you get halfway there, and then the father stops dead. And he's like, and almost in perfect clarity. So his voice was like all panicky
Oh, dear.
and screaming and panicked. And then with an absolute calm voice, he says, "Actually, I think we'll be okay here, Father. I think we should just sit tight."
What? No, we've got to get out.
No, we'll be fine, Father. We'll be fine. Let's just sit tight.
No.
Let's just sit down, and we'll be fine.
No,
We'll be
we're opening
fine.
this thing, and I open it up.
You start to push the lectern out of the way. Make a strength roll. Meanwhile, at the top of the round, so Nix, you see this guy. He's literally kneeling down now, and basically you see him, and he concentrates basically, and he burns his blood points to heal himself.
Oh, what? No.
He can only burn 3 to heal himself, so he burns his blood points. And you see the bullets actually pop out of his skin,
Oh.
or at least one of them pop out of his skin and drop on the floor.
I rolled a 7 and a 5.
Yeah, so you start to move it, but this lectern's heavy, so it's going to take you another round. So you can see the trapdoor below it, and you've moved it a little bit, but it's going to take you another round.
Help me out here, Father! Quick!
The father's just sitting there, quite calm, tranquil, almost like as if it was like he was sitting there drinking afternoon tea at the moment. Nix, make a attack roll.
Okay.
And obviously, for the people who are waiting for Lost Minds, we will get to it ASAP. We just want to finish this off at a certain point.
Yeah, we done a
3.
few minutes ago, guys. Don't worry.
Hopefully, the cast are enjoying the.
Yes.
the imminent
See,
death.
our
Yeah.
game's not good enough. So.
3 successes, so 2 carry forward.
Yeah.
So 2 carry forward onto the damage.
Please. 3.
So you do 5 points of damage to him, so he then rolls soak.
Oh my god, no.
Come on.
He gets none. So he's got 1 wound left. And then all of a sudden, you turn around and you see Michael walking through the pews, basically from where he'd been thrown back, and the scar marks on his chest are gone now, and he's basically
No.
the shotgun towards into this guy, and then there's a huge explosion at the front door, and then flashbang grenades get thrown in,
Oh
and then you
God.
guys all lose consciousness, and then you wake up, and you're in a cellar somewhere, and it's dark.
Oh no.
And you're both sitting next to each other. And as you kind of come around about the same time, you're in this cellar, and the only other thing in this cellar is a chair. And sitting on that chair is a man. And he goes, "Hello." And you recognize his voice from earlier.
What is his voice?
Come on, I'll give whoever can guess it. I'll give you 1 chance each. You can guess who it is. You get an extra experience point when I work experience out.
It
I guess
is.
fair.
Yeah, go on.
Is it the guy who was pushing the trolley in front of the
That was
church?
my one as well.
So, Will, what's your guess?
I mean, I was gonna go for that one. If it's
You can go if that's what you think it is. You
Go
can
on,
go
go on.
for something more, so you can pick someone else.
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that would be my guess.
You're correct. It is.
Fuck yeah!
And then next, you kind of turn to Will's character, and you get the shock of your life. Will's character is completely disfigured. He has
What?
0 appearance. You can only really tell it's Will's character from the clothes he's wearing. And then, you hear walking down the stairs, and Richard Oakwood walks down the stairs.
For God's sake.
And he turns to the tramp guy and goes, "So they're awake?" And he goes, "Yes, our children are awake. But you're both now vampires." And we'll finish it there.
What? You're horrible.
Oh boy.
So we'll be using the proper Vampire the Masquerade rules next time.
Nice. I like it.
So,
You're
Will,
horrible,
you're Nosferatu,
mean, evil.
Oh fuck yeah!
hence the no appearance. And
We're
next
just
you
using
are
Vampire the
adventurous.
Masquerade because it's just that makes it so much easier for us all. Sure, it does.
Oh god, guys.
So let's wrap this up quickly, guys. I mean, so that's where we'll finish it for now. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed the session.
Yeah.
Yes, claiming they are both now vampires.
Yes.
So next week we will be continuing the City of Rust and Bone, and the characters will start to
Oh
learn.
shit, we're playing a proper vampire game. Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck,
This is
I'm
gonna be
hyped.
so awesome.
That's good. Cool. All right, I'm pumped about that. Right, well, we got to head off here and get into our next game for Lost Mine of Phandelver. So don't go anywhere, guys. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this show, hit that follow button and join us. We're going to go on a 10-minute countdown for the new beginner game, so don't go anywhere. I need a quick bio break, get some food, get a drink, and that sort of thing. And we'll be back in 10 minutes. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you in a few. Bye-bye. Alright guys, don't go anywhere, because next show is about to begin. If you are interested in what you're seeing on the screen right now, it's Domes of Ishak Zahur, which we're playing later tonight at 7 PM Eastern. That's right, I don't have just one, I don't have just 2 shows for you today, I've got 3 shows for you today, and I've got that all week as well. 3 shows, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Fuck yeah. You know what else I've got for you guys? I've got a tweet for you guys. Fuck yeah. Don't. That game, guys. That fucking game. Dear Lord. Here's a tweet for you all. There you go. In UK time, that is midnight, so it's pretty late for the UK, but it's kind of a good time if you're in the Americas, so you win some, you lose some, you know? Thank you to Redundant for the retweet as well. Azados Industries. That's a cool name. The Industry of Zardos. EST Master, yeah, EST BST, am I right? Am I right? Are you right, guys? Thanks to Milk for the host. Hello there, Milk. Man, I'm fucking hyped about that game. Like, I've really wanted to play a vampire game for so long. And I'm pumped about it. What is about to start? About to start is Lost Mine of Phandelver. Right here, right now. Thanks to Twitch Grow UK, Charlie, and Fenris for the retweets. Let me do a thing. Well, hello there, Milk. It's my creepy Bane voice. Well, hello there. And thank you to Jamie for the retweet. Jamie! Jimmy's a guy and he can retweet. And he likes pie. And that is neat. Doing improv songs on request these days. It's part of my busking on the streets, you know, for extra income. Those homeless Twitch streamers. Creepy, Will. No, not me. I couldn't possibly be creepy. Why would you say that, Annie Dell? Or look out your window. Did someone give Will meth? Long story. Short answer, yes. Long answer, we don't speak about that to the police. Oh no, the pie isn't a lie. Of course not, no. The pie never lies. Thanks to Timothy, Foglaw, and Simon for the retweets. Thank you, my boys. My boy. Guys, I got some really bad news. Alright, I gotta show you guys something. Let me show you something real quick, guys. So, this just happened, and I'm sorry, I'm